Hi Gemini, it's Dot from Dragonfly Soul Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Today we are doing a love choices reading, and my intention is that there are going to be 3 cards for one choice, 3 cards for another choice, and 1 card for the outcome or advice or something. I will draw more cards if I feel the need. I just want to remind you that this is a general reading meant for the maximum amount of impact on that particular sign. So the most amount of people who need to hear this message will be getting messages. And if you want a private reading focused specifically for you, please contact me at the email below and we will set that up. Otherwise, Gemini, thanks for being here. Let's get started. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, I need to I shuffled, but I have not cut the cards. There we go. Alright, first card for you, Gemini, is the 5 of Cups. Second card, the Knight of Swords. Third card is the 6 of Cups. Cups. Did you hear me? Cups. I said cups. Oh my goodness, I have a bit of a headache. So sorry, bear with me, please. My own voice hurts my head. Okay. So, the second situation, we have the 2 of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Magician. And for the outcome / advice card, we have the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands is not exactly an outcome. It is actually the beginning of a decision-making process where you are putting together, formulating a plan for where to go next. You have possibly 2 choices, maybe even more. And you want to move forward, but at this point in time you need to stop and contemplate and fully examine your current choices. Now, what we have here is the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. Someone from your past. Thinking about someone from your past. Now, the Knight of Swords, they come in to your life in a very dramatic, quick moving way. So perhaps some words were spoken that initially ended the relationship at that time. So because it's the Knight of Swords and not the Knight of Wands, I'm tending to think towards the negative end of the spectrum of emotions. Perhaps you are ruminating over someone who is no longer in your life, thinking ill of them, although, you know, the 6 of Cups is nostalgia and thinking well. So possibly regrets, thinking ill of the situation in which they had to leave. So it seems to me like this is a regret over someone from your past who is no longer in your life right now, and you are unable to let go. And it's going around and around in your mind. The things that were said, they were not very nice. The ending was not very nice, and it was possibly quite sudden as well. Is it possible that you are thinking about going back to this person and trying to bring them back into your life? Although this particular scenario, it seems to me like you are just going to let it go. You have a lot of regrets, but you are going to let it go. Now, on the other side of the seesaw, we have an offer. And we have the Magician, who many times I do read the Magician as someone who comes into our lives, someone special, someone who brings magic into our lives, possibly even a soulmate. But then there's this card of you with a blindfold and a choice to make. So I see this choice here, Gemini, as either letting someone go or not, or doing everything that you can to keep them with you. Even though there is something that you are not willing to see or not able to see, there's something about this relationship that is not working well, and you are unable or unwilling to see it. And this could be deliberate. This could be you saying, I don't care. I want them back in my life. They made my world magical. They were so romantic, and I loved having them in my life. So I am going to overlook the faults that put them, the situation, whatever it was, that fight, that shouting match, those harsh words that pulled them out of your life. And you are going to overlook that and forgive. So are you going to forgive? Are you going to let them back in your life? This is definitely a clear-cut choice for you to make. And it seems to me like you have not made this choice yet. Because you don't really want to go through that again. That seems to me to have been something that was extremely trying for you. Okay, so this altercation and losing this person was really, really something that you don't want to go through again, and you don't know whether bringing them back in your life is going to invite this kind of energy back again, right? This kind of loss and well, this is conflict, but on a winner takes all level. You know, someone was playing dirty, someone was being underhanded, someone was fighting, but they were not fighting fair, and this keeps you in this state of whether or not to bring them back into your life. Okay, do I or don't I? They were great, they were romantic, they were loving, and they may even be trying to get back into your life. You may not be the one who's going after them. They may be the one who, after acting like a total jerk, they may be the ones who are trying to come back in with their offer of love, and they're being, doing everything that they possibly can to get on your good side again. And here you are, not seeing the whole picture, or not wanting to see the whole picture, tempted to allow this toxic person back into your life, because our exes are our exes for a reason. We get out of a relationship because it hurts. They've hurt us, but how do we know whether or not they're going to do it again, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card. Let's see if we get more information on this. Wow, okay, this is great. I love seeing the 2 and the 3 together, because the 2 is being stuck in that decision, and the 3 is making that decision and moving forward. Okay, so they're actually looking in different directions, so the choice that you end up making may surprise you. It may be what you weren't expecting. But the thing is, the choice that you end up making, you are going to end up making a choice, and you are going to end up moving forward on it. Now, this is a love choices reading. You have clear-cut choices. You have a choice to let it go, or a choice to let them back. This is, let me pick one more card to see if there's any further messages for you. Oh dear, okay. And what I was saying here about the choice that may surprise you, you're thinking one way and then you end up going another way, well, you may end up actually saying, I can't take the chance. I cannot take the risk that you are going to hurt me again in that manner. Okay? I cannot take the risk that you are going to hurt me again in that manner. And so the cards are leaning towards advising you to, if this is a reading for those who have come out of something painful, okay, something really distressing, and you have left it behind once. Do you want to get involved in it again? It was so hard the first time, right? So now that they're back and they've got they've pulled out all the stops and making this love offer, and you're kind of stuck between two choices, well, you know, maybe the best thing to do is cut your losses. It depends on your situation, right? If you are hurting, if you are always experiencing the same old problems over and over and over again, you know, if you are on a constant roller coaster with this person, 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down, or maybe even them, 1 minute they're up and 1 minute they're down, you need to slice away that that pain. Get yourself out of that pain, because it's not a healthy place to be. It's such a I mean, what I'm trying to say is the person, it'll erode the person who you are to stay in that toxic relationship. Okay, so you may think you are one person, and then after a few months go by, it'll eat away at you, and you will start becoming someone else. You will start becoming someone less confident, less self-assured. You know, you'll become maybe more needy, and you'll find aspects. You'll become someone who you don't recognize eventually in a toxic relationship. And so that is the point where you know you have to cut your losses and let it go and start fresh. That is what the Metamorphosis card is about. That is what the Death card is about. The end of something that has run its course and cannot be fixed. Okay? So those Geminis who are going through this, I wish you all the personal strength in the world. It must be very, very tough. I want you to find the fortitude to do what is right for you. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and I hope you received some good guidance from this reading. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. I appreciate you taking the time to like, subscribe, and comment on my readings. Don't forget to tell 2 friends about my channel. That way, if they need to hear these messages, they'll know where to find me. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.